Okay, to get the most out of your turning tools, it's important that we know how to sharpen them and how they work. Now here we have a skew chisel and a roofing gouge. Now these cut in similar ways, but the way they cut is quite different. The skew chisel will cut better and that front edge is as sharp as possible, so it can slice through the fibres. Whereas the gouge cuts better when it has a burr on that leading edge, so it can scrape. Okay, so the skew cuts, the gouge scrapes. Okay, so we need a slightly different approach on how to grind and sharpen these two tools. So we'll look at the skew first. The skew chisel cuts best when this top edge is as sharp as we can make it. And the best way to get it sharp is through a simple two-part process. First of all, we grind it to get this edge as sharp as we can, but that grinding will naturally put a burr on this leading edge. The way we get rid of the burr is with some sort of file, and then we sharpen it like that. Okay, so let's take a look at that process. Now here I'm using a 6-inch grinding wheel with a diamond stone. It doesn't really matter what you use to grind it, as long as you can repeat the action. There are many things available to you out there, so have a look around and see what's right for you. First process is to angle this rest so the flat of this blade is laying flat against the wheel. Okay, we should keep it so this top edge is square to the wheel itself. Okay, so we're just going to quickly adjust this. Whoop. Best way to do it is to look sideways on and get it to a point where you can't see any air or any light through it. There. Okay. Next way of checking, you can take a black pen, paint over the edge. Just spin the wheel gently and see where it's touching. It's starting to scrape across the middle, so that's good. Let's just give that another quick go. Okay, it's a little bit towards the tip, so I just need to knock that back a little bit. Okay, it's going across the surface now, so that's going to be fine. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to turn the wheel on. I'm going to put my hand firmly against the top of the skew, slowly push it up, and when it starts to grind, I'm just going to slide it across. I'm not forcing it into the wheel, I'm just letting the wheel do the work without me having to push into it. So it's taken off a bit more at the top, so I'm just going to tap the base a little bit. Nearly there. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just going to put some paint on this side, bit of ink, and we'll do the same there. Okay, just waiting for the wheels to stop turning, editor. Okay, so the last side we did was this one, and that has created a very, very fine burr on this edge. But with a cutting tool like the Skew, we don't want a burr. So we get a small honing or sharpening file, keeping the back of the plate firmly on the ridge there, and then just gently push up and slowly remove that burr. Do the same to the other side. We're not using any pressure, it's just a very, very light action. Right, and that's given us a beautiful sharp edge. Now when it comes to resharpening these, you don't have to go through the grinding process each time. Just go through the honing. Okay, this will increase the life of your tools. I mean, you'll spend more time turning and less time sharpening. Okay, let's take a look at the roughing gouge. Okay, the roughing gouge is done in just the same way, but we don't need to do the second step. We actively want a burr on this front edge. Okay, so place the tool on the rest and position it so the flat of the bevel is flat against the turning wheel. That looks pretty good. I'll just paint the back again. Just spin the wheel, keep it flat. Okay, it's a little low. Still a little low. Bit better. Okay, start taking further up. Okay, so now, rather than passing the blade across, we're just going to gently swing Okay, now we've got the angle correct of the plate. We're just going to again hold it firmly against the rest, push it up until we're touching, and then just gently rock from side to side in a nice easy motion. We're not pushing it hard against it, we're not trying to grind it all down in one time, we're just taking small light passes. I'm still a little low. I'll just Okay, so we've got a nice fine burr on the roughened gouge, and that's going to help us turn away material and give us a nice finish on the piece. Now this method of sharpening is exactly the same for the round nose scraper, the spear scraper, and our spindle gouge. Okay, so now we have all these nice and sharp. Let's put them to some good use.